Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen from around the world, wherever you are. My name is Adeolu Akinyemi, and I'm the one anchoring this, piloting this ship today. I'm going to be answering a few key questions about the new GMX N10 that is likely to ultimately become the only GMX option that we have. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we believe that it's a very, very good time for our business to position for global. I'm sure all of us want to have teams in the US, in Canada, in the UK, in Gambia, in Ghana, in Cameroon, around the world. There's a way that we need to be structured for that to begin to be able to happen. And we are, it's not as if we've not been, of course, we've been doing phenomenal business, we've been introducing the products, we've been doing the referrals, and all of that value has been going on in the last few months. But very, very much around now, there's increased interest from all around the world. And one of the things we want to be able to do is position for that. That's one. Why else are we doing this? We're doing this because we have found a pain point. There's a very significant pain point that we have found that many distributors have. And that particular pain point is that many distributors are always asking this question about my downlines want to buy. Stockists ask these questions. My downlines want to buy only a particular product. My downlines want to buy only a particular product. And we are always forcing people into different packs, and then they can sell some products. They can't sell some products. We believe that it will be in the best interest of the business and in the efficiency of the business for the future if distributors are able to choose what they want, to pick and drive what they want to drive. Yes, we'll create packs and incentives that allow people to be able to enjoy more value, but essentially we want to be able to create a few options here and there that allow people to be able to focus on exactly what they want to drive. So ladies and gentlemen, this is also for the convenience. We want to create convenience for distributors and ensure that people can select what they want to drive and drive it. Of course, this will also give the company feedback on what to put more passion on ensuring is more available, so that the company is not just creating packs that have plenty of capsules, plenty of fire, plenty of bitters, and what you really want is a particular product. So it gives you distributors the independence to be able to choose exactly what they need and what they want to drive. So one, we want to ensure that we're positioned for global. Two, we want to ensure that distributors are empowered, okay, significantly empowered to be able to take exactly what they want and drive it. Number three, we want to ensure that we begin to represent more as a network marketing organization than a retail organization. So we want to give more support for the network and ensure that people can begin to build their teams and know that by building their teams, even if their retail profits are not as wide and as wild, people can build their teams and know that from building their teams, they can begin to get significant value. So we're putting a lot of energy and drive into ensuring that people can, create someone is unmuting, and just let's keep it mute so that we don't get the meeting confused. You know what? Let me just do this. Okay, great. Okay, great. So, one, we want to ensure that the company is positioned for global. If you are excited about our going global, just type 2222222 in the window. So share your excitement about going global. If you're excited about the fact that it just now have control, and that control means that they can get the products, the particular product that they want to drive, they don't have to buy a package that involves everything. Type 11111 in the window to say I'm excited about the fact that I have control. Okay, I can see the 111. And number three, if you're excited about the fact that we want to be more driven from a network point of view, where you prosper more from building your team and not as much from the retail of the margins that are out there in the market space, type out 333333. Say, I like the fact that we're going network and we're building depth that way. Okay, excellent. So essentially, I want to combine all of these three things together. There's another reason, and I'll share this with you as well. And for all of us, I'm sure we'll understand. Another thing that's happening today is because we are giving out 100%, 80%, 60% margins for people to distribute their products, some people are destroying, other people's credibility. So there are people that are complaining and saying, I sold to my distributor, I sold my bottle for 5,000, and somebody told me that they got it for somewhere else for 3,500. That margin is wide now. Are you sure that you're not cheating me? You're cheating me. And people accuse them of cheating them and all that. We also need to stifle that. Okay, so we want to stifle people feeling cheated, because and the reason why people are doing it is because people are making 100% margin. So for example, there's a product today and there's a promos we are doing, and those promos are for a face. They are supposed to ensure that the product gets into people's hands. What we expect is people give some free, sell at recommended prices. That's how you position your product. You sell at recommended prices. If you want to dash products, and know that from your recommended prices, you have made the margins to be able to dash. If you are happy about the fact that it would now be more difficult to go and disrupt the market with prices that are meaningless, and people are selling for. If you're excited about the fact that people will now be more controlled in this is the recommended sales price and you can follow it, you can type 444 in the window to say, okay, look, I'm excited about that as well. In fact, somebody is doing their 444 in many, many places before I even said 444. Okay, good. So we know it's going now. Let me warn you, because the month of August, we are still trying to do both pari per shoe. I can see the falls, and the falls are actually exciting me, because it means that, yes, we understand this challenge and we want to be able to solve this challenge as well. So that's very good. Now, in the month of August, it's not over yet, but I can assure you that from September, we're going to have a clean break from that kind of reality. Because in the month of August, we're still trying to do a little bit of that and a little bit of N10, a little bit of the old and a little bit of the new, so that some people don't feel angered by, what we used to like is no longer there. We have tried to keep that in place while positioning for what will be the future. And I'm going to share the future with you, because that future starts now. And you can begin to do your GMXs this way and build across board that way. Now, even though these margins are strong, you will still have 15, 20, 10 to 25% profit margins on retail. But the drive now is for you to gain value within the network. And I'm going to share with you how this will work in a jiffy. Okay, I'm excited that I'm excited. September is where it becomes awesome. But from August, we'll begin to taste. We'll taste a new world and we'll taste the old. Okay, yesterday we gave a break. People wanted to do RBQs and GMXs in a hurry. The RBQ is still in my tongue. People wanted to do GMXs quickly, so they had the opportunity of still having what they have. But it's going to, as I speak to you, it's already beginning to shift on the website. If you go to the website and after this meeting, you'll have seen that a few, all things have become new, but we have still kept a little of the old, so that we don't diss the people who feel, I don't like, I like it before. We will always have those people who will say, I like it before. So we want to make sure that the transition is gradual, but come September, okay, we're going forward. Okay, we're going forward, and that's very important. So let me share with you very quickly what the new packages look like, so that we can begin to look at them together. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, can you just type in that box there, I can see? If you can see, just say I can see. Okay, you can see it. Okay, excellent. I want to show you what this means very quickly. So I would like you to follow this journey quite quickly, it's an interesting journey. So just look at those numbers. I'm going to explain what those numbers mean to you quickly. Okay, good. I can see the comments. I can see the beautiful. Diana says, thanks for keeping the old this month. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but yeah, we have the opportunity. But when I finish, I hope you still think that we should keep the old this month, because I think you'll be excited at what you're about to see here. And don't worry about the fact that, it looks like it's not as cheap as before or something. It actually is better, and I'll show you how it's better. It's even cheaper, but in a creative and interesting way that supports the network. So we're doing a promotion in August to ensure that people shift behavior. After August, the promotion will be removed so that the behavior can follow. But this is what it is. So what we have done is we have stripped, and this is for Nigeria. So by September, we're going to have for US. By September, we're going to have for UK. By September, we're going to have for Dubai. By September, we're going to have for South Africa. By September, we're going to have for other countries as well, so that they can understand what the product prices are and what the values are. So this, for example, gives you a table that shows you how many PV each product gives you. And then it shows you the minimum number of PVs you can buy for each product. So let me run you through this very quickly. The first product you can see there is the Reader 500 mils. The Reader 500 mils has a unit price, the cost price on the company to you at 4,000 naira. The recommended retail price is 5,000 naira. This product has one PV. It has one full PV value. And the minimum of it you can buy, if you're making your purchase, is you can buy one. So you can buy one of this. For the next product, the 250 mils, the 250 mils gives you 0.33 PV. So even though it looks like half the size, the value it gives you 0.33 PV. That means you need to buy 3 to get 1 PV. Now, listen, this 1 PV is the PV that goes across to the team. The PV that goes to the person who buys 1 bottle is 5 PV. So the person who buys 1 of 500 of this 500 mils gets 5 PV. And I think that's the one that we need to really focus on. The person who buys 3 of the small ones gets 5 PV. Okay, so you have that. Now, for 30 mils, people come around and say, can I buy 30 mils? Now you can buy 30 mils, but because 30 mils gives very, very small PV, you need to buy 24 of the 30 mils to get 5 personal PV and for 1 PV to go across your team. Okay, for Reader Fire, 1.33 is the number of PV you have for each one. What does that mean? That means if you buy 3, which is the minimum you can buy for Fire, it will give you 20 PV personally, but it will give you 4 PV, for what goes up on your team. Okay, so the Fire will give you 4 PV for the team and give you 20 PV personally. If you buy Fat Burner is 1.3, Reader Cleanser is 1.3, the capsule Reader Supplement is 2.0. So it means if you buy 1, you get 2 PV personally, you get 2 PV for your team, and then you get 10 PV personally. Okay, or what we call PPV, personal PV. For the Restore, if you buy 1, it gives you 4 PV for the team, and it gives you 20 PPV personally. Okay, and then the BAM, you can also buy BAM. So you don't need to buy 160 pieces, 60 pieces, 100 pieces. You can buy 24 pieces, and it'll give you 1 PV for the team and give you 5 PPV for yourself, and on like that. And you have that for body wash, body butter, for Restore, for all the products based on different volume metrics and the price margins. We've been able to create the PV value that they have. So if you want to buy the small 30 ml hand sanitizer, you probably need to buy about 12 of that. If you want to buy the one that is 100 mils, you probably need to buy about 15 of that. If you want to buy the big one, you can buy 2 of that. If you want to buy body wash, you can buy 3 body wash. If you want to buy body butter, you can buy 6 body butter. If you want to buy this disinfectant, you need to buy half a carton. If you want to buy body hand wash, you need to buy about 15 of that. So this gives you a spread view of exactly how all of this give you PV. Now, what does this mean and how does this work? Every time anybody wants to make a purchase, there is only one voucher available. The only voucher available is a 10 PV, 50 PPV voucher. It's a 10 PV and 50 PPV voucher. It means that when I want to buy, even though I can buy the way I want, I need to select enough to give me 10 PPV and 50 PPV. So when I'm looking here, if I'm looking at PV, I'm looking at how do I accumulate 10 PV. If I'm looking at PPV, I'm looking at how do I accumulate 50 PPV. So when I'm buying and I want to get the voucher, now 10 PV is what I can do. I can get the vouchers in multiples of 10. The minimum number of PV that I need to do to be fully active in a month, starting from September, is 20 PV. I need to do 20 PV to be active, to be fully active. So we're going to have what it means to be fully active, and we're going to have what it means to be partially active. And what that will mean is, if, for example, you are doing the PV that allows you to earn 50 naira, to contribute 50 naira, then it means that you also will be able to earn 50 naira. For you to earn more than that, you need to do more purchase. Remember, we are distributors, not customers, not merely consumers. We are distributors. So if you're going to be a distributor, what does this mean that you need to do? It means that on a monthly basis, the minimum number of PV you need to do to be alive and active, properly active, is 20. But guess what? You can do it in multiples of 10. And this 10 PV will give you what? Will give you 50 personal PV. Now let's look at this and let's see what this looks like. So let's say, for example, I come to the office and I want to have 10 PV. Okay, I'm going to use a few products. I want to have 10 PV. I can simply come around and just buy So maybe I need some fire, maybe I need some capsules, maybe I need, some 500 mils. I just look at what I need and I pick for what I need. Okay. If I pick 2 Restore and I pick 2 500 mils, for example, I've done 10 PV. I get the 10 PV voucher. Now, these vouchers can only come, for now, they can only come through stockists. And I think for the future as well, we're trying to also do a little restructuring to ensure that every purchase will come through stockists. Meaning that when you go to your back office and you want to make a purchase, you will find your next active upline stockist that you can, click on, send a message to, I want to buy this and buy this, and then they can make the request and do it through their channels, because we want every value to go through that chain as well. So if you are not a stockist, you want to become a stockist. If you're a stockist already, you want to ensure that you are active so that the people in your team can see you, and then they can, they can do their processing through you. If you're within their location and your locality as well. So ladies and gentlemen, look at how this works. So essentially, every month if I want to do my JMX, I'm not looking for that very lovely table where the company has combined 100 options and the company looks like they're just combining things the way they want, and they are saying things like, but I don't want so many fire, but I don't want so many bitters, but I don't want so much Restore. Can I exchange this for this? Can I exchange that for that? All of that conversation is no longer required. You can simply look here and say, you know what, I want to make my request. I want 1 of this, 2 of this, 4 of this, 5 of this, 10 of this, because that's what I know I can drive. And then once you get it, you can go ahead and drive it. So for example, I need hand wash. Okay, I need to do 15. 15, I want to do a whole number. Can I do like, can I do 4 cartons of hand wash? Yeah, 4 cartons of hand wash will give me 60 bottles. Oh, sorry, 4 of hand wash will give me 60 bottles. 60 bottles will give me 5 cartons. So I have 5 cartons of hand wash. Can I do disinfectant? Okay, I want to do a carton of disinfectant. I need to do 2 of this. Can I do body butter? I like to do a carton of body butter. That's 36. It's going to give you so much PV value. So I can aggregate my PV value this way and drive. What it means is distributors should be able to do more, because now they are not being forced to pick what they don't need. They are driving exactly what they need, and they can make profits driving it as well, because, for example, if you look at the bitters, the big bitters, there is 25% profit to be made. If you look at the small bitters, there's 25% profit to be made. If you look at the balm, there's more than 25, well, there's about 20% plus, there's about 20% plus profit to be made. If you look at the fire, there's 25% profit to be made. If you look at Restore, there's 25% profit to be made. If you look at Fat Burner, there's profit there to be made of about, that's what 1.5, that's about 25% profit to be made. So across board, there's profit to be made on each of the items, and this is what it looks like. Okay, now it means I have the capacity to singly select and look at the things I want to do. And I will show you how that operates from a stockist back office as well. So very quickly, I want to show you what that looks like on the stockist back office and how you can make requests for this. It's currently looking in the stockist back office as what's it called now? It's called special requests. So under the stockist back office, it's called purchase special GMX. I'm going to share my page with you so that you can see quickly what that looks like. If you are still following me in the house today, can you just type following in the window? Just say following, okay? Follow me. Okay. Okay, good. I can see that you're following me. Thank you very much for the feedback. Okay, so very quickly, this is what the page looks like. Thank you for following. So on this page, it says purchase stock. So I have on this page the capacity to purchase stock. And I can come here and say, I want, so total must be 10 PV. So I can come here and say, I want 1 500 mils. I want, of course, the minimum for this is 3 of 250 mils. I want 1 of that as well. Cleanser, I'm moving cleanser in my team. Fat burner is moving well in my team. Can I have 2 of that? Reader supplement, I have 1 person that needs reader supplement. Let me select 1 of that. I need Reader Balm. Reader Balm, it opens the market for me. I like Reader Balm. Let me select, Reader Balm 24. 24, I need more than 24. Let me get 48. So I need 48 of that. This 500 mil. Oh, there's 40 mils Reader Balm now. Oh, let me just try 1 for the novelty. Let me just get 15. Okay, I don't mind that. What about hand sanitizer? hand sanitizer, let me not do hand sanitizer for now. If I have order for hand sanitizer, I'll drive hand sanitizer. This body wash, I like the body wash. Oh. Let me do 1 carton. So let me just do 4 of that. Okay. The body butter, it is nice. My people are asking for body butter. A carton has 36 pieces, and this is 6 here. So let me just do 6 of this so that I have 1 carton of that. Disinfectant, I like to have 1 carton of that. Hand wash. So by the time I do this, for example, I already see that I have here what? I have 30 PV value already. I'm doing 167,500. This is going to give me, if it's giving me 30 PV here, it's going to give me 150 personal PV. So I'm getting 150. Sorry, I'm getting 150 personal. Sorry, I'm getting 150 personal PV from this. I'm getting the products that I need. And when my team members come around and they want to pick different things, they can get a 10 PV value as well. Guess what is going to happen? I'm definitely going to do more than I would do before, because now I'm the one in control. I'm the one directing exactly what I want to buy. So I buy it, I get 3 vouchers. Not 1 voucher, I get 3 10 PV vouchers. If people come and buy from me and they buy enough to make a volume, I release the vouchers to them. You know, I will have all those kind of things. Somebody's asking if people are outside the room. Please, I have a few people who are helping me to add people to the group. Please wake up, don't sleep, come online. Okay, let me make that person co-host as well. Thank you. Okay, so this is how this works. You have an opportunity to be able to choose what you want and have your democracy really, and have, you know, amazing things going on within your team. Now, the beauty of this is we have a price, you know, we have a system like this also for each country. So some of you may have observed, you feel, but the product prices in the US, somebody in the US has sold it for them for this price. No. So in the US, for example, 250 mils will have a different PV play. Okay, all the products will have different PV plays because there's transport costs, there's a number of value that gets into that space. So the price, when you buy another price there, you get the PV that comes with it. And then there's a recommended sales price for those markets as well. And this makes it all able to work together. Now, in case you're wondering, how is this different from GMX RPL? How is it different from the GMXs that we've been doing before? Now, one of the things I want to cure with this is we want to cure these GMXs that give only 50 naira value to uplines. Okay, and that's because we want, you know, want the people that are distributors that are driving this, you know, to gain value. There's a lot of value in retail, no doubt about it, but we want people to gain value from aggressively building their teams, because that's where the money is. And we have done a few notches to make sure that this is clearly going to be better. Okay. Somebody's saying there are no distributors waiting outside. If anybody is waiting outside, it's not, you know, everybody's here. So there are people, and there are plenty of people trying to bring them in as well. So if you want to join us as a host, please, Diana, add them, you know, when you see them waiting outside. But for now, there's nobody waiting outside. Okay, great. So are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, a few key things that are at stake. One is we want to go global. We want to empower people to be able to go global. 2, we want to ensure that this is, people can find what they need. We've seen the pain points. People can get the products they need. They can drive as they want to drive. 3, we want to ensure that the market is not bedeviled by prices of wide range, because the company is giving crazy margins to make things happen. And of course, also want to ensure that this is more network driven, and people can, you know, do the minimum PVs and get the values required. I know that somewhere in the house, somebody will say, you know, can we still have the, you know, the 5,000 naira just to be active version? What being active will mean from September will be different. So if you are doing the minimum value to get active, if you are contributing 50 naira, you will also be able to only collect 50 naira. Meaning, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Whatever value you are getting directly is the same value, but the value you are giving up is the same value you are taking directly. Meaning, everybody who will earn the full value from the GMX, which is a separate thing from the Power of 4 table that we've always shared. And I'm going to show you both tables now so they can get a clear picture of what I'm talking about. So those who are already familiar with the Power of 4 table, this is not about the Power of 4 table. This is about the GMX table. And I'm going to show you where this is different and what the amazing possibilities with this actually is. So just join me very quickly. Let me show you what this looks like so that you can see for yourself. Let me show you this. So we're going to end this in a few minutes. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with this. And this is fast becoming my favorite Power of 4 table. And I'll tell you why it's my favorite Power of 4 table. This is the VIP Power of 4 table. It's my favorite because from September, every distributor will recognize that the real first goal you have when you become a distributor is not to do your GMX. The real goal you have is to become VIP, because VIP is where a particular race will begin to start from. VIP is the place where the race really starts from. So it's a no-brainer. If I join this business as bronze, rather than do my GMX the next month, what makes sense to do is upgrade to silver. Because guess what? I'm going to be upgrading to silver with the same level of PV that I would have bought if I was doing my GMX. So it makes sense for me to upgrade to silver. From silver, when I'm silver, my next goal should be, how do I upgrade to gold? I'm going to upgrade to gold, because same GMX that I'll have done, it's better I use it to upgrade to gold. And then when I'm gold, I think about platinum. Why? Because I realize that there are things I cannot participate in except I'm at the highest level. The highest level is where you can invest in this business with, as in, so you can only not just be a distributor. At the highest level, you also have open spaces to be able to invest in, saying, I want to invest in the future of this business. I want to be a part of not just the business of making money from referrals. I want, if the product goes wild and we have to, take a product out of the company and sell it and it's $1 billion, I want to have a part of that as well. Now, all those opportunities are opportunities that will develop in time, but the higher you go, the more you are qualified. Now, today we're doing Singapore, and Singapore is open for everybody. From September, there will be different races for different ranks. If you are VIP, you go for, that's what you're going for. If you are not VIP and you're platinum, that's what you're going for. So normally, it will make sense that the place to be is VIP. And that's why I'm liking this Power of 4 table, because this Power of 4 table shows you that if you build this business very well, 80 billion, 90 billion, 100 billion is within your horizon of what is possible. And in case the Naira values are irritating you, don't worry. By the time we get to September and we have included dollars, included pound sterling, and we're doing in different currencies, you can stick with the dollar value. That will make it look more okay, achievable and realistic. One of the highest income earners in this industry has cumulatively earned over $400 million. If you want to know what that means in Naira, okay, if you want to know what that means in Naira, that means a lot of things in Naira. That stretches out of the range of billions in Naira, actually. So if someone wants to help me multiply 400 million by 400 Naira, yeah, that should give you what? That should give you about 160. That's about 160 billion. Okay, that's what somebody has earned in this industry. So if we say that you can drive and build momentum for this and get to a point where you will earn this value, it's very possible. And this is just not from GMX. This is just from your team members upgrading and your team members growing all the way to VIP. Now, there's a table for GMX. This is the table we've always shared for GMX. And in this table for GMX, we show you what the personal bonus line by line is. So, and this is based on GMX. This was based on GMX RP, the same engine behind GMX RPL. So GMX R doesn't give you this. GMX R2 doesn't give you this. GMX S1 doesn't give you this. The only thing that gives you this value today is the GMX RP and the GMX S3. This is the only thing that gives this reward. So if your team members are not doing GMX RP or GMX S3, which are the highest value GMXs today, this figure here for the GMX potentials of what you can earn on a monthly basis is a dream, is a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. Okay. Now, I will say here that if your team is 1% functional, then you can earn 33 million naira per month. This will only happen based on 2 GMXs currently. So one of the things we're doing from September is squashing all the GMXs into one GMX, one primary GMX. And that one primary GMX is able to help you achieve significant value that is different from this. And I'll show you what the difference is and what that table looks like. Are you still following me? Okay. Okay, I'm sure you're still following. I can see Kunle is following. So Kunle is giving me visuals. Yes, okay, I can see Dr. Aino. Good. Now let me show you what this looks like, what the future looks like, so that you can see the significant difference that this will make when it is fully implemented. Now, so this is what the table looks like today. with the GMXN. So I've told you that before is constituted based on GMXRP, GMXRPL, and GMXS3. It's what gives the reward of what happens before. Okay, what is going to happen now based on the way GMXN is structured now means at the time when you will have earned 2,000 before, this time around you'll be earning 4. If you're operating with the power of 4 and you're building your team. At the time when you will have earned 5,600, you'll be earning 16,000. At the time when you'll have earned 16,000, you'll be earning 64,000. At the time when you're earning 16,000, you'll be earning 256,000. Meaning what this means essentially is your income by virtue of moving from GMXN into the global one that we want to do, your income immediately will multiply by 4. So if currently you are doing business at the level of 100,000 naira per month, welcome to 400,000 naira per month. If currently you are doing business at the level of 400,000 naira per month, welcome to 1.6 million naira per month. And guess what? All of us are still at the very early levels. We're still doing start 3. We're still doing start 2. These are the beginnings. This is basically just saying getting started. In companies where people can sign up with 7.5 million, many people will have been start 3 really from get-go. They can be start 3 from week 2, from month 2. But here, we're doing it gradually. We're building momentum and building it up. Now, this is GMX, not sign up. This is what can happen on a monthly basis if you are building your team and 100% of your team are plugged in. If your team, and this is a smaller team than Don Filer's team, pay attention. This is a much smaller team than Don Filer's team. This team does not even begin to get as big as what Don Filer's team is. Okay, and Don Filer says from his team, 30%. It took him 24. He said he did 24 years ago, and 32.5% are active. If 32.5% of your team members are active and you have built to this depth, you don't even want to imagine the amount of money you are earning, not from team growth, from volume sales going through your team, because your team members are buying the one they want to even consume. Give me one of this, give me 2 of that, give me 4 of this. I can assemble it together and make those things happen. So this is now versus before. Now is about 4 times more than before in many of the places. So in many of the pages is 4 times. In some places like 2, 1, but cumulatively it's about 4 times more. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the GMXN looks like. It's giving people the freedom to choose the products that they want to buy, to assemble their values the way they want to assemble it, and to do those things. Now, for the month of August, there's an extra promo on this to give you some wings and to give you some wheels. And what we're doing is once you accumulate your 20 PV, so once you have done your up to 20 PV, you get 2 gift products and then an extra gift. Now, and we're making it flexible because we know that this business is operating in different parts of Nigeria where some particular products may not be in stock, some particular value may not be available. So we're saying you get 2 products, you ask for what is available, you get 2 products, and then you get an extra gift that will be given by the depots. We're going to train the depots and educate the depots on exactly what we want to give out to people. But the idea behind this for the month of August to say, look, if you're doing your GMXN and you have GMXN 20, the moment you get to 20, these are the options that become available. And now let me show you something. So let me show you something very quickly as well, and then I close for question and answers. Let me go out of here and come back into it again so that everything can refresh to 0. You know, some of you will have noticed this as well. So this is what some of the magic that we've been doing at the back end to make things work. Like I said, it's going to be bittersweet. I don't promise you all sweet. There's some bittersweet. Some people like change. Some people are like, I like the way it was before. GMXR. I can just get 1 carton of this and get this. Okay. There's a place where it gets us into pain because people are supplying the market values that don't make any sense. Okay. We don't want to play in those spaces. So look at this, for example. If I come here and I say, you know what, I want restore. I want restore. Give me, in 1 carton of restore, there's 16, and I'll show you. So in 1 carton of restore, there's 16. So give me a carton of restore for 16. Okay. It's going to give me 64 PV. It's a lot of PV. It's going to give me a big price to pay. Yeah? For 64 PV. Now, of course, you can see the kind of PV that one commands. And it's very simple. It's because it's restore. If I come to capsules and I say, give me 10 capsules, I have a market for 10 capsules. How much PV is that going to give me? The 10 capsules is going to give me 20 PV. Okay. I've paid 6,000 naira. I have 20 PV. It's more rewarding than the GMX RPL today in terms of network. There's an instant reward to the person who did the purchase of 1,000 naira. There's an instant reward of 1,000 naira to the person if they've done their 20 PV, to the person who got in from them as well, and then it multiplies. And this table, again, that I showed you is based on 20 PV. That the minimum that people will do in a month is 20 PV. Now, in the month of August, the net is open. We're still doing a little of the old and a little of the new. So you're at liberty to do as many PV as you want, as little as you want. If you're qualifying for Singapore, I know you are not thinking about doing 20 PV. People that want to qualify for trips, who want to be leaders, who want to qualify for amazing things, are not asking themselves, how many PV am I doing? They are doing as much PV as possible. And guess what? In the days to come, there will be a reward for doing that. So we're going to have a new measure called velocity, which basically says how much volume have you done since you started this business after you became VIP. So your VIP value, your VIP value date, and how much volume you have done after it becomes your velocity, or the way you're ranked within the business. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how it is. This is what GMXN is. So today, and if you want to book this today, it's only available in stockist back offices. So you just need to get in touch with your stockist upline and say, you know what, I need this, I need this, I need this. And they can serve you with exactly what you need. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how the GMX N1 works. The GMX C1 for Canada, U1 for UK, UK1, US for US, and all of that will come unleashed in September, and a few exciting things with it. So there'll be some trainings in the last week of August towards September to prepare us for what will come in September. But today we're having a little bit of both available in the mix. So we have still kept the GMX R, the GMX R2. We have reduced them all to one options as much as possible today, so that we can concentrate our energy on the GMX N series, because it's how we want to drive going forward. And there's something also we're working on this month. So if you have been inactive until now, I beg of you, be active in the month of August, because your activity in August will determine your activity in September. Okay, we're tying together so that people can begin to pay it forward and be active forward. So of course, there's a gifted month already technically, meaning that what I do this month is already going to be a gift that will take me on to September. So let's maximize this month. If you have any questions, please ask your questions. I like to answer them. There will be questions. There must be questions. Ask them. I will answer them. The ones I don't know the answer of, your question will spur us to think further and say, okay, how do we solve that? How do we make this beautiful and all of that? But this is what the GMXN looks like. And those are the 4 things that we want to cure. So questions, just type your questions in the window and we'll take it from there.